Hey, what's up? This is Paul Solt from Super Easy Apps. I'm showing off this new timer app. This is tentatively called Super Easy Timer. I'm looking for input on what you want to call it. I'm doing a beta test. If you're interested in that beta test, look down below. There's a link to subscribe for the beta. All right, so this app is all about getting out of the way and letting you just keep track of time. Now, I've previously been using some other apps like Red Hot Timer or Howler, and they don't quite work like I expect, or on the new High Sierra, they're crashing a lot. And so, in order to just make something that I wanted to use on a daily basis and that was really tailored to me, I sat down with Luke on October 18th, and we just started working on this app. Now, this is completely written in Swift, and I just want to take you through some of the features. So, I previously showed that we can set a timer for 1 hour. And so I can go ahead and just type 1 hour, press enter. It starts the clock and sort of snaps to the appropriate time that you would expect. Now, one of the things that you couldn't do is you can add time to it. So let's say I needed to add an hour. So I can go ahead and just say let's add 2 hours. So we maybe have 2 hours extra because our class got canceled and now we want to focus on studying for the next few hours. So you can go do that. You can put it into your top right corner and get it out of the way. So that's one of the things that you can do with this app. And you can also remove time. So all of a sudden, maybe you have a new appointment coming up and you're not going to be able to make that. So let's just remove 1 hour. And so we can just type the text, remove 1 hour, and it will do the math for us. So we don't have to think. You can also remove minutes. So we could remove 30 minutes if you needed to. And it's just intelligent and it can do that for you. So this has got natural language processing so that it can understand common phrases. Now, it's not as robust as talking to a normal person or Siri just yet, but that's something that we're working on. So if this is interesting to you and you want a timer that you can quickly adjust without having to deal with knobs and little things that you have to tweak, I think this app is going to be really exciting. We're doing a beta test and I'm looking for input from people like you. So if you're trying to get back time or you're trying to be more productive or if you're trying to do any kind of time boxing, this timer is going to get you started. All right, so we can quickly add time, we can remove time, we can quickly start timers. The whole point of this app is to just start counting down with as few user interactions as possible. It's a very intentional app and it's very easy to get started and use. Now, we're still fleshing out a lot of the features and the overall experience, but right now, this prototype is totally working. I'm using this as I'm writing blog posts in Evernote or as I'm using something like multi-markdown to just start a blog post. Another thing we have is it always on top. So if you need it above Windows, you can do something like that. All right, so this is a great way for me to really focus. I enjoy using this for 5-minute time blocks as well as 20-minute time blocks, just because I find that those are good amounts of time for me to just start writing and get creative without running into writer's block. I use this when I'm like, okay, I need to write for 5 minutes before I do anything just to get whatever's on my mind down on paper. Because once it's on paper, once it's in my notepad, once it's in my notebook, digital or physical, I now have something that I can work with, something that I can tweak. It's just like working on an app. You want to be able to iterate on your ideas. This is the best way to start capturing those ideas with a simple timer that gets out of the way, that's easy to use. Now, we don't have any knobs. It is just natural language processing. All right, so that's the timer app. In the next video, I'm going to show you a couple of other features where if you need a countdown to a specific time and you don't want to do all this math, this app can do that for you. All right, so a lot of times I need to know when to leave, and I'm going to talk about that in the next video. All right, stay tuned. And click the like button if you enjoyed this video, if you're interested in this beta test. And then at the very bottom, there's a link to sign up for the beta test where I've got a couple of questions. I just need some quick feedback from you. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks so much.